Hello and welcome to another news update with Mock. This is the Skylanders Trap Team news update number 6. Now, in terms of news, I don't have an awful lot in terms of new characters or new content or anything like that. However, I do have this. This is basically, as you can see, there's a picture of it there. That is the picture that we saw before of the knight. We've seen it in the trailer. As far as I know, it's in the trailer, and it's also in the Mega Bloks set. And as you can see, this picture has come from this, which is some sort of like Skylanders Universe book, which just looks like it's got all of this in it. So like some stickers, a sort of crafting thing for what looks like Gil Grunt, it looks like. The A to Z of Skylands, I've seen that before, and something with a portal. There's nothing on there at all that's spoiling anything. Obviously you've got the 3 Trap Masters at the top, but there's nothing huge which is totally giving you anything, except for this picture which is being found, obviously, up the top right there. So that's pretty cool, we can see that. So, and just to show you a better picture, there it is, a bit up close. So you could, and looking at it, it actually looks more like an Egyptian sort of god. The way that the back of it has some sort of thing coming off of the head, which looks like an Egyptian sort of colour, makes me think this is an Egyptian themed Trap Master, which is pretty cool because I don't recall having any sort of Egyptian sort of Skylanders. I mean, we've had the Archean robots, which were obviously robots, and they look very much like this. But an Egyptian Archean robot, maybe. We just don't know. But in terms of news, that is it for now. However, I do still have an unboxing, and I do have predictions for this week's update. So I will move on to the unboxing right now. So I hope you enjoyed the news, and make sure to stay tuned for the rest of it. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so hello and welcome back to Mock. So we have another unboxing for Skylanders Swap Force. And then we'll be moving on to the next genre of figures and the predictions for them. This one is pretty simple to identify what I'm going to be predicting when we've got this figure out. After this, we've then only got one more figure, which will probably be having another news update on the 30th of May. So that will be when the next one will be coming out. But for now we've got this one, and after this we'll move on to the predictions. So let's go up straight ahead and open this box. So I got this from eBay, from a seller, so I thought may as well get it because it's not in the UK at the moment, although I'm guessing it should be right around the corner very, very, very soon. So it's pretty simple to open. So let's just open the box up. Pull the receipt out, because we don't need that. And then inside we have Bumble Blast! We got Bumble Blast! So the last Lightcore for Swap Force. Wow, this guy looks really, really cool. I really, really like the overall character of this. I would like to see him in Series 2, to be honest. It would be quite nice to see this character back, maybe having a different mould or something like that, which goes with the upgrades. This one's still got the tongue coming out, like the honey coming out of his mouth. He looks really, really cool. He's a bit like Trigger Happy with the tongue or mouth coming, the tongue coming out of his mouth. He's got a little life symbol there on his shoulder. I like that, and he reminds me of T-Rex of his shoulders. I don't know why, but they look very T-Rex like. But there is Bumble Blast in his box. On the very back you've got a few others. You've got Lightcore Bumble Blast, Lightcore Whamshell, we've got that, Flashwing and Grim Creeper, we've all got them. And it's also showing on the pictures some of Starstrike as well. So pretty cool. And this can also only be used in the Swap Force, seen as it is a Swap Force character. I really like the glittery effect on the Lightcore effect here. It's got Prison Break here with lights up. No logo here. Motto here. And I can't actually remember what he says, but it's probably going to be something like something sting or honey or something like that. Something that only Bumble Blast would say. But anyway, guys, let's open this box up and make actually have a look at this figure in package. So let's pull that out. Get the... Oh, it's not one. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so obviously, because this is a different... This is an American one. It doesn't come with the little book thing that comes out giving you all the things. And it's like... It's all just put onto the piece of paper here. That is really cool. And it's... it doesn't waste paper, so that's pretty cool. So let's just open this bit up here so we can actually open this up and grab Bumble Blast out. So here he is. So he looks pretty cool. He's got his little honey shooting bee gun, which looks really cool. I'm guessing that is the thing that's going to light up. Although what would be cool is if his mouth lights up as well. That'd be really, really cool. He looks really cool. Back of him there as well, all around. He's got his little life base as well. Overall, he looks really, really cool. Can't wait to see what he's like in the game. So let's just grab his cards out. So nothing different with the cards. Although actually the card feels thicker. It doesn't feel as flimsy as the regular stuff. But there we go. So you've got strength of 105. You've got defense of 105. The speed of 50 and the luck of 90. So and it's a nice little flashy card, so that's pretty cool. And there's this little sticker there with his name and all that sort of stuff. So pretty cool. So just put that there. So what wouldn't be a good thing but to have a look at his actual other counterpart, seeing as I've got it, which was part of the Fiery Ford Battle Pack with Terrafin. So you've also got this one here. So you can see there's a difference. This one's more open and he's not got his hands totally mounted on the gun. You can see, you can actually see something of a difference. There's a little twig here on the back of this, but on this one it's getting hidden by his mouth. Unless I'm being totally stupid and I can't see it, but I cannot see a twig coming off the shooter, so that's something a little bit different. His mouth is getting a little bit pushed to the side because of the gun, other than this one, but you've still got the tongue here. Still got the life symbols on the side. Backs aren't that different, still got the same sort of design, which is pretty cool. They kept the same stuff on there. Overall, I'm happy with this figure, and I as you know, I love the concept of Lightcores. I think they're just a fantastic way of getting some older figures, especially for Swap Force out, you know, such as Warnado and Whamshell, and hopefully we're going to be talking about that in the predictions, which will be coming up right now. So I will see you next time for the last Swap Force unboxing. And for now, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing, and back to the predictions.
Okay, so hello and welcome back to the predictions part of this video, and for this predictions, obviously, seeing as we've just finished all the Lightcores for Swap Force, we're going to be talking about the Swap Force, the Lightcores, sorry, for Trap Team. So, I've just customised this slightly so that we can see what the Lightcores have been so far, and also then a few lists of the characters which I can sort of pick from there to see which ones are which, and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, let's carry on and let's check out some of these. So obviously, Giants started off the Lightcore craze. So you've got Lightcore Prison Break, you've got Eruptor, Drobot, Jetvac, Shroom Boom, Chill, Pop Fizz, and Hex. These have all been characters in the Giants series which have been Lightcore. Obviously, I'm taking out the fact that some of these have already been used twice. I think Chill had a legendary counterpart, and I think that was it. Or there could have been a Flacked, I think it's called Flacked Prison Break as well, which was Lightcore. But we had all them for Giants, so that sort of takes them out of being Lightcore again. I don't think they do a secondary Lightcore. Although you never know, if they could do, and I could be pleasantly surprised that they could bring maybe a new Prison Break out. But seeing the gems light up, I think it's just a one-time only thing. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, on to the next one. So here's a list of the ones that came out for Swap Force. So obviously we've got Starstrike Tornado, Smolder Dash, Grim Creeper, Flashwing, Countdown Whamshell, and Bumble Blast, which is the one we've just seen. So obviously that takes away some of them, and also we actually see that they've gone back and used Tornado and Whamshell, which clears up the Mystery 8. So that now it's the Mystery 6. We're waiting for a few more to come back. So let's move on to a chart which shows us most of the Spyro's Adventure characters. So here we go. Okay, so straight away, I think I would definitely like to see a Voodoo. The reason I say that is that I'd like to see him pose so the axe is on the floor and he's got this sort of sparkly, what was it, like electricity, the little rope thing that traps the enemies and all that. I'd like to see that be a Lightcore coming off the top of the axe but being smashed down on the base, so that gives it a definite, you know, it's not gonna like not work, that the mace is on the floor. I mean on the base, so any energy that has to go up through it will not affect, you know, anything else. So that would be a really good one. We've had Hex, Double Trouble, to be honest. I'd really like to see his staff maybe lighting up and maybe his eyes. I think his eyes would be really, really creepy if they'd light up that green. That'd be really, really cool. Now, one that was in Swap Force was the Cinder. I think maybe a Cinder which was like that... the one that was in Swap Force. It was like all translucent. If that was Lightcore, wow, that'd be amazing. Like it's made of energy and all that. Got Ghost Roaster. I maybe he could be holding his head and the head is Lightcore, but then I don't think it would go 100% with the actual thing, you know, thinking, oh, his head is now glass, it's changed. So I wouldn't go with that. Igniter, maybe see his sword light up and his head, the top of his head light up. That'd be pretty cool. Another thing, the fire ones especially, and actually, to be honest, the earth ones and the water. To be honest, anyone with like a translucent base where you could actually see parts of it through, glowing would be amazing. Especially the fire, the crystals. If they were the same as Prison Break, that'd be amazing. Who else we got? We've had Eruptor. I don't think Stump Smash would work very well. Zook might be a good one to have as a Lightcore because his bazooka could light up, and possibly the inside of his mouth. I'm just thinking about it out loud. I don't think Bash would work as tremendously. Maybe if Dino Rang had translucent boomerangs as an upgrade, that might work as one of them, and clears another one of the Mystery 6. Who else? Trigger Happy. There's quite a lot of him, so I wouldn't expect them to do that. Whirlwind? No, I was going to think maybe having the Tornado coming off that, but no, because Tornado's already had that. But aside from that, I think that's basically it for the Spyro's Adventure line. I can't see Boomer maybe having it. I mean, if he had red bombs that looked like they were beeping, I mean, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure with that. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one, that is. And maybe Zap, because he's electricity, maybe having the electricity coming out of his mouth and that being Lightcore, I think that one would be extraordinary. I'd like to see another Zap coming up in this game. So that'd be pretty cool. So now moving on to the Giant side, we've got all these. So obviously some of these are repeats of the previous ones. Lightning Rod in this one looks really cool, and a Lightcore on the Lightning Rods would be really cool, just like with Zap having the mouth thing. That would be really, really cool. Just noticed actually there is no water on here. And also there's a missing Giant, but there we go. Flashwing's already been taken up. Sprocket I don't think would work as well. Drobot's been done. Shroom Boom's been done. The Giants have all been done. I mean, whether they come back or not, you have like Giants 2.0. That'd be like, you know, anything different. You've had Pop Fizz. I know he was a really, really favourite one. I can't see a lot from here actually being used again, although I would possibly like to see a Fright Rider. I think that would be really cool to see a Series 2 Fright Rider. Maybe Lightcore, maybe actually yes, Lightcore for the eyes of the bird.
Actually, I think it could be an ostrich or something. I don't actually know what that bird is. I'm guessing there's going to be somebody who will say, what it is, seen as, what's his name? Skylander Mason commented and told me that apparently it's some sort of bear, like a panda or something like that for Zulu. So, I mean, yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with anything. I just wanted to know what it was. Hot dog? Yes, hot dog having the fire coming out of his mouth, having that wall of fire. That would be amazing, especially seeing as the figures seem to be getting a little bit bigger now. Yeah, I think that's probably it for the giant side. So let's move on to the swap force. Right, first off, let's just go down through them. We've already had a Pop Fizz. We've already had a Star Strike. Doombug with his little staff thing or wand, maybe that lighting up, pretty cool. Popthorn, definitely that one, because I would like to see him in his little form. I really think that little form is so cute, but I really want to see the air when it gets puffed out of him. That being a Lightcore moment, that would be amazing, absolutely amazing. Scratch, I think the eyes and the claws would be really good lighting up, obviously having a different sort of look. Zulu is 100% I would love to see. His mace like that, having a Lightcore mace and possibly him riding the pig or the ball would be absolutely amazing. I think that would be tremendous. I would like to see a Slobbertooth again. Flashwing's been done, Prison Break has been done. Scorp, I think the tails and the hand and the eyes, all lime green, would be really cool. That'd be a definite seller for me. Undead, I can't see any from there. Cinder, like I said before, Cinder having the ghostly mode, I think that's pretty cool. Countdown's already had one. Trigger Happy. Sprocket in that mode where it's got the Tesla cannon firing would be a good Lightcore. Be really good to see that. Wind Up, not so much I can see. Hot Dog, we've discussed that. Frino, definite. I think the horn and the fists lighting up would be amazing. We've had Eruptor. We've had Smolder Dash. We've had Chill. We haven't had Gil Grunt. I don't think Gil Grunt would be a Lightcore. Riptide, maybe? And Punk Shock, maybe if she was sort of electrified, because I know she's sort of like water and electric. I think maybe if she was electrified and you had that yellow tint to her, or somewhere along the line, maybe a crossbow lights up partially yellow might bring some sort of Lightcore-ness to it. But aside from that, that is my predictions for it. I'm guessing as well we might see some of the new characters have Lightcore. So, for example, maybe Chomper, maybe having his helicopter light up, or just any of the returning ones. We never know, because the upgrades could change totally and be ridiculously crazy. And we may get ones that I haven't even said. But we have had quite a few already, but they're making more. I'm guessing we're going to have more Lightcores. I really like that line. But for now, guys, that is it. That is my predictions for the Lightcore line. So the next predictions will be for, I'd say, new characters and returning characters. I'd like to talk about that a bit and discuss the moves and how I'd like them to be posed and all that. Now, during the time between the other news and this news, I've had one comment. I have had others. I've had Skylander Mason comment on a few of them, so thank you for that. And also a new one, Maricela Enamorado. Yeah. Maricela Enamorado. She commented on a news thing, just giving her own opinion. Fair enough, I'm happy about that. So, make sure to comment as well down below, because you'll be getting a shout out. Any new people who comment, you'll get a shout out, don't worry about that. You make sure to subscribe to the channel, because the news will keep coming out. Whenever I get it, it'll keep coming out. The next one of these, I think I've said in the unboxing, it's going to be the 30th, or during that weekend at least, the weekend of the 30th sort of thing, because Friday is the 30th, so I might even bring it out on the Friday. But yeah, for now, comment, rate the video so I know you're enjoying,
and like the video as well. So yeah, I'll see you in the next news update. Hope you enjoyed, and see you then. Goodbye.